Surrounding areas including Jeddah, Taif, and Al-Hada and Amina also experienced sudden flooding and lightning strikes. In Jeddah, that wind damaged several roofs and traffic was halted. The major highway such as Road 14. Saudi civilians deployed more than 1,200 personnel, including water pumping crews and emergency medical personnel. More than 16 people received on the site treatment to minor injuries, drainage, and shock. Power outage briefly affected some areas of Mecca, although backup generating providing lighting of Moscow. This is one of the strongest storms in the hit Mecca in the last 10 years. In Bambi, compared to 1215 crane collapse in the when it also occurred during the bad weather and claimed lives in more than 100 people. Fortunately, there were casualties at this time. As the storm subsided, the faithful resumed their prayers, undirected by temporary interruption. For many, the storm helped to delete spiral significant with the some viewers and the test of a fear, a reminder of a powerful God. Social media was filling the post a reflection of the inspiring scene of the Kaaba standing film amid aspiring winds of a wind. There many experienced gratitude for the storm passed caused without causing major harm. The storm of the Kaaba is a reminder of nature unpredictability, but it also highlights the resilience of both sacred site and the millions of worshippers who visit each year. While the storm have many momentary disrupted to peaceful rituals and that take place around the Kaaba, it also reaffirmed steadfast of the faith of drove people from the corner to global this reverent location. Authorities in Saudi Arabia remain vigilant, continue to monitor weather patterns to ensure the safety and well-being of the millions of pilgrims who come to Mecca annually. The swift response of this latest storm reflects both of importance protection to religion side of strong infrastructure in the place and support of millions who travel in Mecca in pursuit of spiritual fulfillment. Meteorologists in the region had issued warning about the possible severe weather, but the storm wrapped once and caught off many by surprise. Although the Arabian Peninsula is known for the dry desert climate, Mecca can experience associational bouts of rain, especially during traditional seasons. The just position, the rain is such a historical arid region, severe as the minor and unpredictable nature of weather, even in a place renowned of the harsh desert environment. Meteorologists at the Saudi National Meteorological Center identified it, a phenomenon as a supply-like system caused by intense that over 42 Celsius at the start of the day, cooling the color of sea breeze from the Red Sea. Dr. Leila Al-Haram, a climate researcher at King Saud University, noted weather conditions in the region are becoming increasingly unstable. The dry desert climate of the Mecca is no longer immune to extreme events. That despite in the foot of the storm, many pilgrims remained steadfast. The Kaaba is the storm of the both frightening the impressive sight of the pilgrim from Turkey. Umbrellas flew like birds. Abdullah latest rigid. I saw people sleeping, crying, praying slowly. A child lost a sandal and burst into tears. An elderly man next to me was shaking bodily that I hit his head to keep him from the falling. The marble floor became slippery and reflecting the light like a miner from the sky, lighting throughout the sky above the minarets, and momentarily illuminated the Kaaba with a bright white light. A moment Abdul said that I'll never forget. I was terrified, but I didn't feel fear. I felt small. I felt like I was standing before God, not just psychically, but spiritually. Social media was flooded in the dramatic videos. Rain cascading down the marble of the Moscow thunder rumbled on over minarets and the shocked pilgrims helping each other to safety. Saudi civil defense official confirmed that although there were a few minor injuries and one was killed, rapid response team were praised for the quick interruption using water pumps, drones and stable barriers to stabilize the situation in the area. When 58-year-old schoolteacher